Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about a couple of aspects of the buying process that a buyer may or may not want to skip for whatever reason. And the first one is the walkthrough process. So if you represent a buyer, it is tempting for both of you to just kind of gloss over this aspect of the process. And here's a couple of reasons why I wouldn't recommend doing that. First of all, if you've even requested one minor repair, you're going to want to afford your buyer ample opportunity to go back in there and determine whether or not that repair was done to your buyer's satisfaction. Secondarily, the amount of time that your buyer has probably spent in their home that they're about to purchase for a lot of money and probably spend 7 to 12 years in that home, they will not have spent a lot of time up until this point. And so I think that you want to provide them with a last opportunity to really look things over, make sure they didn't miss anything, and just to make sure that they're going in with both eyes open. So the good news is that the National Association of Realtors actually has a form that is your final walkthrough checklist. Okay, and it has various things. Some will apply, some will not apply. Chances are they will have done an inspection and will kind of know what they're walking into to begin with, and I'll touch on the inspection process in a moment. But if you or they are ever at a loss for what to be looking for, well, NAR does have a form. The other thing is that there is a actual document that they can sign from the Texas Association of Realtors called the Buyer's Walkthrough and Acceptance Form. And this would be TXR Form 1925. Okay, you find that down in the lower left-hand, sometimes right-hand corner. Okay, and this quite simply verifies and legally states that the buyer has either done a walkthrough, they have not done a walkthrough, but they do attest to the fact of whether they have done that or not. Now, and this is just signed by the buyers. This is really not anything more than a notice, but it's a very, very good document to have for every single buyer that covers you and I legally. Okay, so this kind of prevents someone from coming back and saying, well, I never noticed that, or that wasn't disclosed. This says, hey, you had one last chance to look underneath the hood and you signed off. This is when you did it. Okay, now the other thing, and this probably sounds weird, but there are other buyers that are in such a hurry to buy a home that they forego the option period and forego an inspection. Okay, and so I don't necessarily have to point out the huge catastrophic risk involved in not doing those things. Okay, so even if it is a cash purchase, there should always be an option period. Texas is actually one of the few states that allows this. We have an unrestricted right within a amount of days that is mutually agreed upon between buyer and seller to just say, nope, I don't want that home. And obviously, typically during that time, that's when they do their inspections and really decide whether or not they want that home. Most go through with it, a small percentage do not. But to not have that creates a huge risk for them. And so you as a buyer's agent need to communicate the risk. Again, don't ever say, in my opinion, I would do X. Just present the facts and present the risks associated with each of those facts. Again, the home inspection. So, at first glance, an inspection that's, I don't know, $200-400, maybe more if the home is larger or has a pool or a sewer system, that is going to be worth their weight in gold. Okay, so please urge your buyers to always get an inspection. Now, mind you, an inspector's job is to catch everything on that report. Okay, and so similarly, when that inspection report comes back, it's our job to make sure they understand exactly just how important and how mission critical some of these items are. So in my opinion, if it's roof, foundation, HVAC, hot water heater, electrical, yeah, those are big items. But you know, squeaky, a leaky faucet, maybe not so much. Okay, so but these are two big things: the option period and the home inspection, that obviously a buyer can skip, but I would urge them not to do that. And then lastly, always make sure they're doing their buyer's final walkthrough. All right, thanks so much and have a great week.